All right. I fought the law and the people won. Medicare premium set. Well, I have to credit the most humble guy, and I'm actually starting to think he might be a CMS spy because his knowledge is so ridiculous over the top for just a normal bloke. A client of mine who I gave an interview to last episode, and it is on the YouTube page, he single-handedly called me up out of the... it woke him up in the middle of the night and said, "Did you read the USA article yesterday?" And I'm like, "No, I'm trying to stay on top of everything, but no." He told me to go to USA Today, so I did. USA Today, date October 9th, 2015. And Part B premiums were supposed to rise 52% for 7 million enrollees. Now, in actuarial science, you've got to do good risk to bad risk. With logarithms, you've got to do 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared. You got to do squares. So the government is betting that the number of squared, the number of retirees times the multiplication levels of 52% times 7 million. So a normal Part B premium was $104.90. They didn't change it for someone taking Medicare next year. So you're collecting Social Security, you have Part B, you don't get a rate increase. But for the baby boomers out there that are not collecting Social Security because they want to work, and if you work, you're only allowed to make, while you're collecting your Social Security in your 65th birthday, $15,720. Well, my buddy Andy, I'm sure he could appreciate how tough it is to live on that kind of small amount of money. So you continue to work. You don't turn on your Part B. Well, now the government is going to whack you, not a 52% rate increase. Congressman Chris Murphy out of Cheshire, and another couple other congressmen, which I will get all their names, they did single-handedly vote this down. So go Connecticut. I am not a Democrat, but I think Chris Murphy did a damn good job, and I think Paul so-and-so, my client, did a great job of getting it voted down. So in today's paper, in the regular first section, what do they call this section? Just the regular section, not the local section. The front page, the Republican American front section. It's on page 3A. Medicare premium set, Washington. Medicare has announced the monthly Part B premiums for outpatient care next year. Well, outpatient care is Part B. Okay, hospitals A, doctors are B. Most current beneficiaries will not see a change from the $104.90 a month. Now, the reason they didn't give a cost of living allowance or a cola or a Pepsi Cola, as Larry Rifkin says, it's not due to the oil prices. I don't know what that malarkey is. But anyway, you won't see an increase. But they needed to do something. So 3 million people who are not collecting Social Security, their premiums are going to raise $121.80. Now, up from $104.90. I've done the numbers, $202.80. So if you collect in December, say you're just getting nervous, oh no, I don't want to pay the rate increase. You go down to Social Security and you start collecting Social Security as of December 1st. You go down to 51 North Elm Street. One suggestion is you should call, or for the computer geeks out there, it's www.ssa.gov. You can do a benefit analysis. But you can call the phone number at the fabulous 51 North Elm Street. It's 877-405-4874. Anyone want that repeated? You could call, if you are not collecting Social Security, 1-877-405-4874. I am no longer allowed to give a fabulous woman's name on the airwaves. She is way too busy for me to be bothering her. But you call one of the great workers over there at the local Waterbury Social Security. You let them know your date of birth, your Social Security number, and they usually ask you your mother's maiden name. Then ask them, or if you're good with the computer, ssa.gov, you can calculate when the optimum time for you to collect is. Meaning, you are turning 70. Perfect. Highest you'll ever get. 66 2/3 is my favorite number because A, not everyone lives to 70. And it would be a shame never to collect all your hard-earned dollars that you put away your entire life. So, Give them a call. So what the government is trying to do is force you to collect in December so that the payout will be smaller. The Medicare trust or the Social Security trust, endowment trust, is expected to run out sometime around 2032 to 2036. So with the baby boomers coming in droves, they need to start having people collect instead of all the bigger checks. So my philosophy is, look, is it going to be worth to delay $202.80? All right, let's check that again. Yes, $16.90 times 12 is $202.80. For $202.80. Your check might be higher by $200 a month. So you have to pay attention to your money, all right? Always watch the Fed. Dr. Yellen most likely will raise the interest rates December 16th or sometime in January or February. The reason it keeps getting delayed, and my financial advisors all advising me, Johnny Dodona, brilliant man. I always like to talk to him about it. Or Jim O'Rourke, I'll tell you, has become quite a little financial savvy guy for a triathlete. But anyway, he just is always informing me, you know, the prices of oil is what their excuse is, but it really, the economy hasn't rebounded as much as America wants. So hold your money close to the vest. Do not go squandering it. You're also going to have, for you affluent people out there, an IRMA, Income Retirement Monthly Adjustment Account. And an IRMA, which Lisa will put up on the new YouTube page, an IRMA is for people making $85,000 single or $170,000 married filing jointly.